Ito po yung arrival ng ating mga NBI agents at the GSIS main building. Yes, sir. Teka muna. Merong letter yon. Pakitignan. In effect, their presence was backed up by a letter properly received at about 5 p.m. 5:08 p.m. of the same day. Okay, ito po yung mga NBI agents. Okay. To sum up, there are 29 NBI agents. Nung una kasing investigation natin, ang nakuha pa lang natin nakita through CCTVs is 21. And after the conduct of the continuing investigation, we accounted 29 of them.
Please take note that none of the NBA agents had tactical gear with them. They were dressed as NBA agents, clearly identified, nakalagay, but none of them had tactical gear with them. They did not have a battering ram. They did not have provisions for shape charges to breach any door. So let's just make that clear.
These were the footages on malapit na to sa area kung saan nag-disburse ng firearm.
This is the NBI. This is the GSIS canteen, which is adjacent to the Senate second floor.
Okay, next. Okay. Again, site inspection at level 2 or second floor at 6:51 p.m. Out of the 29, there are 4 female NBI agents. Okay. Next.
Take note that none of the elements are in tactical gear. All of them were just in conference. None of them were in formation to attack the Senate. They were just checking out every floor that was in danger.
That's correct, sir. And we take note of the timeline. The timeline is 6:52 p.m. up to 7:01 p.m. Wherein 6:52 sila dumating sa area na yon, and then they left that area at 7:01 p.m. for the appreciation of our dear Secretary of Justice. And take note, nung umalis na sila at 7:02 p.m. particularly, dalawa po ang naiwan dyan na NBI agent. Agent Darwin Francisco and De Leon. Antonio De Leon. Okay, so makikita nyo dyan, dalawa sila. They are with the uniform of NBI. And naglagay lang ng upuan dun sa may hagdan. Take note of the time that is they started posting themselves there at 7:02. And take note the earlier my earlier statement that that place is within the jurisdiction or control of the GSIS.
Ini-insist po ni Director Matibag ng NBI from the beginning, walang NBI agents sa Senado nung gabing yon. But there were in fact 29 agents, perhaps not in the Senate, but in the same building.
Just to clarify, it is the GSIS compound, and they were in the GSIS premises. They were asked by the GM Vic Biloso to secure the premises. So when he said that there was no NBI agent in the Senate, there was none. They never set foot inside the building. They were in the same complex but not in the same area.
But it was an important bit of information, sir, that there was in fact an operation by the NBI in the GSIS building na magkadugtong lang po.
Yes.
Ito lang ang pagitan sa Senado at GSIS.
Yes, they were there under the guidance of the GSIS to secure the GSIS premises.
Was it also to secure or to prevent Senator De La Rosa from perhaps going through that route?
No,
to GSIS?
the bigger worry really was the call for people power, and if there were anarchy and it spilled over to the next building. Oh, for those of you who have been to GSIS buildings, there are billions of pesos worth of artworks on display, and if a mob appeared there and occupied, the damage would have been incalculable towards the GSIS.
Sir, you mentioned that a day before the gunfire incident in the Senate, there was a security coordination meeting between OSAA and GSIS. Was na-inform ba yung OSAA that NBI will be there a day after the meeting?
You're going to have to ask them, but presumably, there had been a coordination meeting between security. OSAA Major General Plaska was present. The GSIS head of security, Balbuena, Balba was present, so they were in coordination the day before.
But if the objective is to secure the artworks and prevent yung chaos due to possible people power, why did GSIS ask for assistance from NBI and not PNP?
PNP was already guarding the front of the building. We had approximately 1,000 plus. In this case, he thought it more prudent that the NBI secure the area according to their capacity. But there is no distinction. We are both law enforcement officials. But the PNP was outside the Senate building already. The NCRPO Chief Abirin was there present together with approximately 800 policemen. 1,300 policemen already. So as is, we were stretched thin of how many policemen there were. So ang kinuha niya ay NBI.